Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog. Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a great sight to see. Alex Smith back at the helm, leading the Washington Redskins as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go. Smith on first down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Redskins.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
From the 31, Smith And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Complete. Richardson has it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. That's caught at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. To throw is Smith, and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Artis Payne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Smith. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4
From the gun on third down, Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go draw play. Smith gives to Geis. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Redskins.
On 1st and 10, Smith. It's caught by Davis. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
On the draw, this is Love. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now Artis Payne. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with a carry. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
Ready? 51. Man, I got you.
Artis Payne, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Newton's pass, incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he hits the tight end, it's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Smith hands off to Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, here's Love. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy.
On second down and 4, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Redskins 21.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Newton now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Love. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
On 1st down, Smith. It's hauled in by Doxson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Geis, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
Ready up? Come on, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Smith. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A deep ball for Dotson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. They'll run it with Artis Payne. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Newton to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Derek Shelby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing is Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle as we've got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15 Eastern. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again on the ground with Artis Payne. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Now a give here to Scarlett, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
They'll run again here with Artis Payne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing is Smith, and this one completes a read. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
it's a gain of 6. And the Redskins
On the ground, it's Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 36, Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3, 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, remember, last year, Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, and me and my crew, we got to see them. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach, Ron Rivera, told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Safe.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made by K1 Short.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Throwing on third down, Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Newton on first down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Geis. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment.
Holding.
Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
The passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Newton. It's complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
To throw is Newton. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down a gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Redskins.
On the carry, it's Love. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a run with Geis, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Keep on the tackle.
We got 3. We got 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his leg. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Newton. Completes it to Samuel. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is Geis. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
On first down, this is Geis. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Smith going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
A gain of 15.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Newton to throw.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd and long. It's Newton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Newton now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
Smith on the keeper.
70, Indy.
Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.